Good evening, Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters. It's my honor to present an icebreaker in front of all of you tonight. To introduce me, I would like to invite my father, Mr. Rajendra Prasad Goyal here, because this is his story, because he has seen me since my birth. Hello all, myself Rajendra Prasad Goyal, and I'm going to introduce my son Dipanshu Goyal here tonight. It all started in the early morning of Sunday, 13th April 1986. It was a spring season and was supposed to be dry. But weather was not favorable. Strong winds were blowing outside along with heavy rain. My wife was feeling crampy and she wanted to see a doctor. During those times, mobile phones and landlines were not easily accessible. So in case of an emergency, you had to go and see doctor, whether it's a daytime, middle of night, or any weather condition. We were not very sure whether it's real or same as last two times. But like every time, we got hopes. So we packed our stuff, got ready, and head straight to the birthing center. As we reached there, doctor had done a preliminary checkup of my wife and admitted her to a room. I remember the room number, which was 103. As this was a second child, so we knew the waiting time and we were prepared for it. But this time it was going too fast. While I was waiting outside, one more couple had come, visited the hospital and admitted to a room next to my wife's room. Process was same for them. Husband was asked to wait outside and wife was taken inside in a room. We both looked at each other, smiled, but at the same time we were concerned and nervous. While we were waiting outside for a good news, and suddenly we heard the sound of a baby crying in one of the rooms. We both got excited, but we had no idea which room was it. So we stood outside the room, waiting for someone to come out. Luckily, door of my wife's room opened and nurse came out with a tiny little baby, holding in his hand and handed to me. I took my son in my hands and it was an awesome feeling. I looked at him, it was an awesome feeling. It was a feeling of joy and love. I entered into my wife's room. And we both cuddled our son and named him Darpan. Did I just say Darpan or Dipanshu? Yes, you heard it right. I said Darpan Goyal, baby who was born on that day. Darpan grew up and started going to school. And he had his childhood friend named Dipanshu, with whom he used to play a lot. One day we were invited for a parent-teachers meeting and we realized teachers were calling our child Dipanshu. We got confused, shocked, and later we found out that our little champ had his name changed in his school. Dipanshu grew up further and went to higher class. I know Dipanshu had been the naughtiest child in his class. Whenever we went to attend parent-teachers meeting, we were told of countless complaints like little chatterbox in his class. Caught up sleeping so many times in his classroom sessions. All this did not end until one day when I was summoned by the principal of his school. And principal sir told me and reported me about his big mistake, a complaint which was shocking and disappointing too. Principal sir told me that Dipanshu bunked off the school one day. And we were shocked, disappointed. And I think me and Dipanshu's mother scolded him a lot during that day. And I think after that day, Dipanshu became sincere, focused, responsible, and independent. Over to you, Toastmaster.